Well, greetings Sigma Race fans and good evening. Welcome aboard to the Sigma ARCA Alpha Division here tonight at Brands Hatch with the Indy circuit. And tonight we've got some special one-off starters here in the field, some fellow countrymen of the area. You're going to have Finley Herwig and Sebastian Galloway Jr., both of which are starting front row and center here in the ARCA series. Very reminiscent. Oh shoot, I have made a grave mistake. Hold on.
Touch all your seatbelts, touch all your connections, touch. Favors, touch all your seatbelts, touch all your connections, touch your.
Alrighty. Well, here we have it. Your starting lineup for tonight's British Speedfest Brands Hatch 101-mile event with the ARCA Alpha Division. Front row is going to belong to Sebastian Galloway Jr. and Finley Herwig, the local countrymen of the area, and they're going to be starting it up front here tonight. Galloway switches over to a familiar number 95 Dodge from his previous Pontiac here in the ARCA series. Dusts off the old chassis to give it a run here tonight alongside Finley Herwig, who was full-time in the ARCA series last year. Right behind that you have Josh Milton and Philip Manning, followed by Astro Atlas and Marcus Shields Kelly. Then it is Wyatt Vega and Jimmy West. Behind that it's Blake Williams and Paul Valenzuela, Junior McLaughlin and Tyler McCarroll, Timothy Buchanan and Kyle Chestnut, Jeff Bolton and Santi Messi, Caden Unji and Terry Bull, Milano Grimm and Dale Bush, Michael Bird and Alex Pollard, Daniel Voiles and Stephen Miller, with Derek Hipcamp starting midfield here tonight alongside Matthew Hubert. Behind that you have Kyle Ottawa and the 24 there of Montana Holyfield, Sarah Robert and Jonathan Sheridan, Timothy Ruiz with Alex Prime. Behind that it's Mitchell Carter and Elijah Lemon, Taylor Cording and Matthew Hill, Barry Yearwall and Cassie Perkins, with Mark Walker and Lenora Hathaway rounding out the field. It is interesting tonight seeing Sebastian Galloway Jr. return to the ARCA series where he cut his teeth. He has been running it this year in the 39, but more so it's more interesting to see the 68 return to where he cut his teeth. So the home track, the Indy circuit, is where we're running here tonight. And both Finley Herwig and Sebastian Galloway Jr. set the pole front row position. The local countrymen at the local racetrack here at Brands Hatch. It's going to get good. 84 laps the distance here tonight. Going to feel more like a sprint race here at Brands Hatch. All 4 series racing here this week. Tonight the ARCA series kicks it off. We're off and rolling here at Brands Hatch. Already off to the early lead, it's going to be Finley Herwig, and they're slicing and dicing back behind them. Finley has a nose on the 95. At the conclusion of tonight's event, I will hold off on spoilers. So I would advise not spoiling the race if Finley Herwig is not able to log in and watch this race live here tonight. I'm sure it's going to be a special event. And right there, the 68 gets the advantage on the 95 of Sebastian Galloway Jr. Top 2 breakaway here as third place belongs to Marcus Shields Kelly. Fourth place, it is the 14 of Philip Manning. Fifth place, it is Josh Milton. Astro Atlas behind that with Jimmy West, Tyler McCarroll, Wyatt Vega in his series debut, and Paul Valenzuela, your top 10. Santi Messi with a top 15 run at the moment. Some folks going through the grass here. Game's gonna crash. Dang it. Okay, well, we did it once. We'll do it again. Don't know why the game crashed. I restarted my computer in hopes that this would not happen to me tonight. So 8 minutes into the broadcast, it looks like we should be just fine. At least we only crashed within the first 3 laps here. So fast forward, get back to live racing here in just a moment.
Touch all your seatbelts, touch all your connect. Gentlemen! Favors, touch all your seatbelts, touch all your connections.
Same pole position goes to the 95 of Sebastian Galloway Jr. and the 68 right on the outside front row. So some folks get the they get to inherit some better starting positions here after the original crashed. You look through, skimming from the back half of the field here, looking at everyone where they qualified. Looks like maybe some folks moved up and a few folks moved back. Especially for the 72 of Alex Pollard inheriting a top 5 qualifying position here on the restart. There we go. We're back and rolling here tonight at Brands Hatch. 95 Galloway gets the early jump here, but the 68 of Finley right on the low side here of the 95. Coming up the hill into the turn, the 68's still got a nose on the 95. 3 wide behind them, fighting for positions. Whoa, the 06 of Dale Bush goes into the grass. He comes back into the track. I'm amazed that they're not wrecking behind. Finley not able to secure the lead right away on this start here. Galloway side by side with Finley. And Finley seals the lead here for now. Third place, Daniel Voiles turned a 48.12, but these leaders up front are in the 47-second bracket. They're blistering some quick laps here. We're under caution for the first time here tonight. Let's see what brought out the caution. That is the 08 of Jimmy West. Must be getting turned right about here. Oh, goes for a slide. Comes back into the track, collects the 83, the 80. And in the sand they go. So the first caution here tonight, and we will have a restart shortly here. Just a brief intermission here. Jump start, dang it. Why do we have a jump start? Come on now. Pace lights off and everyone jumps past the pace car. Well, this is an experiment here tonight. We don't know exactly what's going to happen here, but some weird shenanigans right out of the gate, it seems like. Another caution as this time it is the 79 of Sarah Robert getting turned. And it seems like it doesn't happen until the same spot in the track from earlier here. She's going to get, whoa, the 29 flew through the air there, collecting the 79. That was a wild move from the 29 there of Jonathan Sheridan, getting some air. Dukes a Hazzard style, man. Wow. What a crazy wreck that one was. And your local drivers get their lap back, Man, the pace car is not wasting any time here tonight. It is weird. And they're jumping the start yet again, it seems like. I don't know where they have the restart zone here at this track, but they're beating the pace car right to the line each time, which is kind of a golden rule not to do. Obviously, I would not have known how to test this because this is not normal by any means. Well, all chaos is breaking out now, and I don't know what else to do about it other than let it roll for a while. The restarts are going haywire here at the moment. Good old-fashioned ARCA shenanigans, nonetheless. Some very hard hits were made here as cars are spinning out. Bam, bam, bam. Don't think we can do double file restarts here is the problem. The lights turn off on the pace car once again here, it looks like. So we'll try to reset things here. I've disabled double file restarts because I think that may be the problem here. Tyler McCarroll, Cassie Perkins, Paul Valenzuela, and Elijah Lemon, with Montana Holyfield, Santi Messi, Matthew Hill, Alex Prime, Mitchell Carter, and Blake Williams rounding out your top 10. 11th place, it is Lenora Hathaway, Dale Bush in 12th, Derek Hipcam in 13th, Milano Graham, and Jeff Bolton. That's your top 15. I think we're learning stuff here tonight that we can a tribute to tomorrow night's truck race, or Thursday night's truck race, that is. Yeah, so you can't do double file restarts here at Brands Hatch, Indy, which is kind of a bummer, but at the same time, not the end of the world. The pace car must just pull off randomly here. Whoa, okay. Well, I don't know if we're gonna have any troubles with that, with the pace car stalling it on the inside of the racetrack now. Man, they are all over the racetrack here tonight at Brands Hatch. Look at Finley already picking him up and putting him down. He's up to 22nd, looking low on the 14. He wants to try and make another pass to get up into the top 20. After getting trapped all the way in the back, he's got the fastest lap in the race, a 45.027. Back to 19th. Him and the 95 Sebastian Galloway Jr. running in 23rd at the moment. But got to give it up to Finley, who's already cracked the top 20 once again. All in the meanwhile, race leader is a team car to that 68 of Tyler McCarroll. .410 fast lap there for Tyler McCarroll, followed by 35 there of Cassie Perkins. Paul Valenzuela, Elijah Lemon, Montana Holyfield, Santi Messi, Alex Prime, Mitchell Carter, Derek Hipcamp top 10, Matthew Hill right behind him. Milano Grimm, Lenora Hathaway, Dale Bush, Timothy Buchanan, and then Blake Williams, your top 15. Finley Herwig moves his way up to 16th here. It is going to be the monumental comeback all the way from the back into the field. Let's see, strategy tonight, 83 laps the distance, so everyone that has pitted already should be good to go to the green. We will see if it's even a factor here, fuel mileage. But how about Finley setting some fast laps, making some moves, slicing and dicing his way through the traffic. I guess now would be a good opportunity to look and see all the cars that are knocked out of the race so far. 88 and the 83. 88 was Kyle Chestnut, and the 83, Steve Miller. Tyler McCarroll up front just set another 45.4. Your leaders in the 45.4 bracket. Good day so far of racing for KGA Racing, as they have first. They have fifth with, or actually fourth with Elijah Lemon. And also in the mix with their team, the 96 of Timothy Buchanan. And of course, team owner Finley Herwig on the move here. Back up to 15th already after an early jump start that put him on pit road. Yes, the big question is if there were people that came down pit road to take fuel and tires. If you push too hard, you could still run yourself out of fuel here today. Seems like things have kind of settled down just a little bit. Paul Valenzuela having a good night so far as well in the top 5. Elijah Lemon. Montana Holyfield in the 24 Roadrunner Looney Tunes Dodge Dart there. Finley's going to have to work his way around his teammate here in the 96 of Timothy Buchanan. The home track heroes kind of scattered now through the field. Sebastian Galloway Jr. all the way back to 23rd. So dirt in the air as these cars look rough and tumble already early on here today. Alex Pollard, even crumpled up as he is, he's going to continue on and try to fight for points that are up for grabs. This in its own is a record best run for Tyler McCarroll. We've not seen this 85 car in a position to win many races. And racing on home soil based team here in Europe. He's hoping to do team owner Finley Herwig proud here tonight at the home track. Seems like they had this one circled. Obviously, they rolled in with a little bit hotter equipment here today, knowing that this track means a lot more to take home the victory because the whole team is running in the top 15 early on here, and that is impressive, especially with the additional add-on of Finley here today, who will be running the whole week of the British Speedfest. He'll be here in the ARCA. He'll be in trucks, he'll be in Bridgestone Cup, and he'll be in the Cup race. He's got this thing circled. He wanted to be able to pull the victory at his home track in all 4 series. He started front row here today, cycled to the back, and he's making it look interesting. This kind of feels like one of those, you know, like we get Kevin Harvick to come race his home track, sets it on the pole, does everything he needs to, makes a mistake maybe, throws it in the back, and then shows just the ability, the know-how, the speed, the creativity to work his way through the traffic and still fight for the win here today. Lots of racing, 65 laps to go, but he is proving that he's got the car to make all the passes here today. And we're under caution yet again here. This caution is brought out by the 03 there of Barry Yearwall. Completely stalled in the middle of the track there. Must have been a, it shows flat tire for Barry Yearwall from 25th place here. Parks it right on the apron. And some of the drivers, the 02 there, Ruiz clips him, and Terry Bull also runs into him as well. Bringing out the caution here at lap 19. So this will stack them all back up. Best case scenario for Finley Herwig is now he'll be that much closer to your lead group here. They're just trying to catch up to the pace car right now. 1 lap to green coming up here shortly already. They are 2 quick caution laps and racing right after it, so. Yeah, it looks like everyone making their pit stop here, making it, but these are gonna be some very intricate, interesting pit stops because the pace car ain't waiting for no one. So they're gonna get back out there on the track, get back rolling, and no time to stop whatsoever because that pace car is already turning its lights off. Lights off on the pace car. It's going to be a race off pit road. Interesting, very interesting. This whole scenario here today is racing way differently than we've ever had in ARCA races prior to tonight. So we've got something unique, something special here. Very off-putting here. I don't know what's going on with these cars staying stalled on pit road. Got Sebastian, you got... So this comes as a mild error on my part for not testing this track a little bit closer. This track never got truly tested. And we've got a pit road glitch with this track already. So that's a tough pill to swallow. Pace car ain't even pulling off. I don't know what that's all about. Cassie Perkins is the race leader. And now the pace car just won't pull off at all. Did a breakdance spin move there. Resetting it might not fix our situation at hand, which is the tough part. Okay, so I've just given the laps back to a few folks to get the racing kind of more realistic here. We will just pretend like nothing was happening and everyone's kind of where they were running at. It's pretty close. Finley Herwig would have left the pits in about the spot that he's running right here. Yeah, no. This is just goes to show you that tonight is a test trial for British Speedfest, the first of its kind here in the Sigma Racing Series. Yeah, it was on me for not testing the track ahead of time. I figured as much that there wouldn't be this kind of problem. It seems like the actual track needs some very, very minute adjustments, especially to the pit lane line where the pace car pulls off from pit. The pit 2 area is way off, and it just drives into a wall. So Cassie Perkins, your race leader over Elijah Lemon. Montana Holyfield in 3rd there, as Alex Prime making a move up to 4th. Astra Atlas falling backwards here. She falls to 5th. Santi Messi in 6th. Finley Herwig in 7th. Marcus Shields Kelly 8th. Milano Grimm 9th. And Terry Bull running top 10. Mitchell Carter, Dale Bush, Lenora Hathaway, Blake Williams, and Paul Valenzuela. And it is Timothy Buchanan, Derek Hipcam, Matthew Hill. Tyler McCarroll, after leading, falls all the way back here. Timothy Ruiz and Wyatt Vega fighting for a top 20 position. Cade Nunji, Taylor Cording, Jeff Bolton, and Sebastian Galloway Jr., with Michael Bird, Junior McLaughlin, and Josh Milton. Sarah Robert, Matthew Hubert, Mark Walker, and 31st, 32nd, it's Philip Manning and Kyle Ottawa. Barry Urwall in 33rd, Jimmy West 34th, Jonathan Sheridan. Back to your race leader, the 35 there of Cassie Perkins. Well, 54 laps remaining here today. Just good old-fashioned ARCA shenanigans on tap here. Already moving his way up to a fight for the top 5. Finley Herwig trying to hunt down the 48 here for that 5th position. Good run from the 68. He's going to drag race down the front stretch and get the move on the 48 here. Astra Atlas defending, but not for long, as she's going to lose the spot to Finley Herwig for 5th. I know for a fact the truck race on Thursday is going to have similar unexpected, unwanted problems that this track might need fixing in the next day or two if I want to make it right, but we'll do it. Just expect the unexpected, as we will be rolling into this race Thursday on the truck side of things with similar problems at hand. Caution once more. This is brought out by the 79 of Sarah Robert. Her car is absolutely smashed. Mistakes were made, and it may not have been her fault. Looks like, oh, a spinner ahead of her. The 02 of Ruiz cuts down in front of McLaughlin, and that hooks him into the pit wall, collecting the 11 and the 79. That is a brutal, brutal way to lose the race here today. Some very ARCA-esque moments already on tap here. Tough break for McLaughlin, who gets run into the pit wall. Wow, hard hits, hard damage. Hopefully everyone's all right. Bam. Well, back under caution yet again here tonight. Lights are off on the pace car already, just like that. Everyone is stacked back up. Single file here. Cassie Perkins, your leader over Elijah Lemon, Montana Holyfield, Alex Prime, and Finley Herwig. We're back and rolling. Montana Holyfield gets out to the lead here. So tomorrow night, cautions will be disabled at the track. We will make it a single file, well, we'll just make it a single run with cautions if needed, but more than likely we will keep cautions in the bag for tomorrow night. Thursday night, I mean, for the trucks. Finley has worked his way up to third here as Montana Holyfield leads here at lap 35. 50 laps left to go. One thing is for certain is someone's going to win this crazy race, even if it feels to be a little bit on the outlandish side. The lack of testing has left this race completely in a whirlwind. It feels like we've been hit by a hurricane here today at Brands Hatch with the Indy circuit. Luckily, Bridge to Cup and Cup, we don't have to worry about this problem because we will be running the standard Brands Hatch full circuit. May the best car win it here today. Sebastian Galloway does in fact have the fastest lap here today, 44.966. The ticker's kind of goofed up there, but Sebastian has turned the fastest lap. At the moment, Sebastian is running. Catching up, it looks like, making some moves for position. Up to 18 with some more traffic ahead of him here, where he can gain some more spots. Aw, man, we're under caution yet again as Alex Pollard loses it in the sand trap. Kind of a double whammy there as he gets run into by the 21 of Mark Walker. Oh, wow, he gets sent, full sent into the tire barrier, into the sand. 21 of Mark Walker drives off, but the 72 is pretty much toast at that point. Wow, we don't get a caution. It stays green amazingly. No caution. Keep it going here tonight. Finley Herwig is now up to second, trying to reel in Montana Holyfield for the race lead. 45 laps to go. Finley just turned the quickest lap in the race, and he's going off tracking. Loses it there, makes a mistake, recovers right there alongside Cassie Perkins, but overdrove it. Turned a 44.9, his fastest lap. Now he's got to close in on the 24 once again here. You know, even if you're a veteran, you can make a mistake once in a while, and that's what we saw there with Finley, just sliding off the grass a little bit. Finley, there's a little bit of an extra incentive here today to win at the home track. That 68, dusting off the old model chassis from last year. 68, picking up where it left off. Had a lot of success in the ARCA series, but never did win the championship. That belonged to the 17 at that time, or no, it was the 19 actually, of Wyatt Wilkinson, who took the cake that year. But it was an international battle with quite the flair. You had Britain with Finley Herwig, you had Canada with Jonah Burridge and a couple others, especially the American of Wyatt Wilkinson. Oh, Finley gets off track again. Seems like catching the 24 is the hard part here. Getting around it, whole different story as well. With the race lead ahead, if Finley gets around the 24, it's going to be gone city for him. We're under caution. Pace car pulls back out right at halfway, 42 laps in, 42 laps to go. And this time it is the 80 of Kyle Ottawa that goes for a wild ride. Just a mistake on his part. Actually, must have been ahead that he saw the cars wrecking, and he loses it too. Wow, that's an ARCA wreck if I haven't seen one. Wow, yeah, just a bad move there. Takes Terry Bull for a ride. He was running in 20th at that moment in time. More takers down pit road. Green flag waving. I don't know why they're on pit road if the race is already green flagged to go back in to action here. Yeah, this race is cursed. This is the most cursed race that we've had in the ARCA series yet. These drivers stuck on pit road because reasons, whatever reason. The pace car is still on track and it's finally pulling off. Yeah, you haven't missed much. It is complete fiasco here tonight. Complete fiasco. Oh no, the 68 of Finley's got some very extreme damage on the 68. It's just him pulling off pit road and the two cars merge together, forcing a very insanely damaged 68 machine. Yeah, this race might not end soon enough. Wow. What in the world is going on here? Well, we're already past halfway, so we're gonna make it official here today. We're gonna let this race play through. We'll remember it as the race that we want to forget about. Blown header on the 68. Sebastian just turned his fastest lap again, a 44.864. Your race leader turned a 45.46. I don't know if Sebastian can knock down a 40-second deficit at this point. It would take all race long here to make that deficit up. 41.08 seconds back. A little bit of luck and maybe some Hail Mary magic could get this 95 in a position to get back up there for a potential fight with the race win, but not looking very promising. Caden Unji leads this race. The 12 Mountain Dew Chevrolet 4 Reemergence Racing. They're in the ARCA Alpha division. A 46.0 versus a 44.888 for Sebastian Galloway Jr. Knocks down another tidbit of time down to 40.3 seconds. With only 32 laps left to go, it's not likely that he can close that gap quick enough. Fourth, 23rd, just further ahead there with Lenora Hathaway. Another 44.8 for Sebastian. Caden turns a 45.668. Deficit down to 39.16 seconds. For Caden Unji, your race leader. So Sebastian's going to have to get around this lapped traffic pretty quickly here. Makes a good move on Ruiz for the track position. Oh, and gets way high into the grass. Sebastian's going for a ride in the outside wall. At this point, I am half tempted to just scrap this race and try again with cautions disabled, because this seems to be a fiasco beyond repair. There's not even any sense, no logical sense going on here today. Everyone deserves a little bit better of a showing than this, but at the same time, there's a lot of drivers here that would be happy with the results as it's running right now. And I don't want to just pull the plug, but wow, what a crap show. You got Taylor and Montana fighting for positions here. And your race leader is pitting here on lap 58. This will hand over the race lead to the 85 of Tyler McCarroll. At this point, I just don't know anymore, folks. I am here for the ride. Just along for the ride. It is not getting any normaler here by any means. It's just getting weirder as this race progresses on. Someone's got to win this weird race. And it's a 1-2 for KGA Racing at the moment. Tyler McCarroll leads over his teammate Elijah Lemon. Third place belongs to Montana Holyfield. Fourth place, Alex Prime. Fifth place, Santi Messi. Then you have Mitchell Carter, Daniel Voiles, his laps down. Dale Bush in seventh, Derek Hipcam in eighth, Blake Williams in ninth. Your top 10 with Matthew Hill there. Sebastian Galloway Jr. gains 2 spots here as Taylor Cording falls behind. Timothy Buchanan pits. Even after making the pit stop here, Caden Unji comes out in 17th. Right here's a battle for position as Galloway's going to get around the 74 of Marcus Shields Kelly. Set and sail in the 95. He's got his sights set on getting into the top 20 here. Oh, and another wrecker happening. The 92 of Vega goes into the outside wall. From 12th. Good run gone bad for the 92 of Vega here. Bit of contact there with the 74 and the 50 as they drag race down the front stretch. Sebastian Galloway Jr. closing in on the 48 of Astro Atlas. Laps to go, and your race leader is Tyler McCarroll for KGA Racing. They had plenty of cars in the mix here for today's win, but now they're down to 3 cars left running, 2 of which are running at the top of the field. Elijah Lemon looks low on the 85, stays behind him here. Try to go high on the 85. Sebastian gets up to 20th now, 35 seconds back from the race lead. He has slowly been gaining ground, but a lot of ground still left to gain for the 95 of Sebastian Galloway Jr. But with his quick lap times, there's no telling what he could maybe still do here today. That just knocks down a little bit more, a 34-second gap now. If your leaders have to pit, he might try to save some fuel and run it to the finish here. We'll see. 80 of Kyle Ottawa pits. Be wild if the race decides to stay green all the way to the finish now. 19 laps remaining. We'll keep an eye on the deficit here. As you can see, Sebastian's now cut it down to 33.32 seconds. 19 laps to go. And he trims it down a full second that time, down to 32.37. Sebastian looking to try and hunt down your race leaders here with 18 laps to go. He's going to have to do a lot more than a second a lap to make this work. He's going to need the leaders to have some trouble dealing with traffic perhaps, or maybe even one of them spinning or pitting to give him a chance to close that gap. I'm kind of surprised with the folks and their pit strategies here today are very unusual. Looks like Elijah Lemon going to try and take the race lead away from McCarroll here. Side by side they go through the course here. 31.8 seconds now, the gap for the 95, Sebastian Galloway Jr. Elijah Lemon's going to come ahead here down the front stretch. Has the race lead over his teammate in the 85. 17 laps remaining now. Sebastian still reeling in the 86 here of Lenora Hathaway. Clear track for now allows him to start closing the gap. But it's going to be hard once you get in with the traffic. Making the passes and getting through is a whole different story. He's down to 30.02 seconds with 16 laps remaining. Barry Earwall pitting. Jimmy West pitting as well. Here's some of your damaged cars pitting late in the race here. Elijah Lemon and Tyler McCarroll 1-2 at the moment. Elijah Lemon starting to build a gap on his teammate there in the 85 of Tyler McCarroll. Dale Bush going for a wild ride here. He's going to come back into the track and clip Derek Hipcam there. Hipcam is able to ride right around the 06 and survive any chaos there. The 06 going for a wild ride. This brings Derek Hipcam up into the, was up to the 8th position there. Lap traffic getting wild and crazy as Elijah Lemon in the Little Caesars Pizza 34 kind of cruising up front with the race lead. 9 laps left to go. Gotta feel that this is kind of a home field miracle. Seeing the 34 up front leading this race for KGA Racing. They have not won a race yet this year, but Elijah Lemon joins the team late after Chasey Plays leaves, departs way too late in the season here, and a newcomer fills that seat well. Good run for Elijah Lemon, trying to claim that first ever victory of his career. 7 laps left to go now. All he's got to do is cruise and keep it out of trouble. Definitely one for the wild here tonight, as we had quite the weird race, but we're going to wrap it up. Crown a winner all the same. Closing in to try and break up the KGA Racing 1-2 finish comes Montana Holyfield for Owl Bunch Incorporated Dodge. She's been having a good day here at the track, and she's got second place just ahead here that she could really make a difference and fight to gain that spot. But your leader, Elijah Lemon, way out there with this race lead. Looks like he could close it down here. Stay out of trouble. No cautions. Hope so. He's hoping that it stays green all the way. We're going to add green-white checkers in case we need it here tonight. Hopefully we do not. Four laps remaining here at Brands Hatch with the Indy circuit here today. Still holding on to second, it is Tyler McCarroll. Third place, Montana Holyfield. Fourth place, Alex Prime. Fifth, Santi Messi, Mitchell Carter, and Blake Williams, followed by Dale Bush, Derek Hipcam, and Matthew Hill. That's your top 10. Milano Grimm, Cassie Perkins, Paul Valenzuela, Wyatt Vega, Matthew Hubert, Cade Nunji, Michael Bird, Lenora Hathaway, and Sebastian Galloway Jr. With 20th place, Taylor Cording, 21st place, Timothy Buchanan, and that's pretty much your lead group there. Astro Atlas about to go a lap down in 22nd. Little Caesars Pizza Chevrolet SS for KGA Racing. The boss man had the quickest car here today and got in a wreck on pit road, forcing him to retire early. But it's given his team an opportunity to fight for the win here, closing it out. And we're under caution with 3 laps to go. Definitely not what your leaders wanted to see here. Oh, and it's a nasty wreck too. 49 turns the 29 here. Those are both for non-competitive spots on the racetrack. Right in front of some of your lead group drivers there. Well, the pace car supposed to pull off, but it's going to pull off after the line here and do its thing again. Terrible restart. Sigma officials did not like that restart. We will throw it and we will try it again. As many times as it takes here tonight. Montana Holyfield will get the black flag for jumping the start there. We're going to be trying for as clean of a restart as we can get here tonight. A Elijah Lemon is your credited leader at the moment, as the 24 is black flag. She will have to serve her penalty right when the green flag drops here. Pace car should pull off right here. And we're gonna get messed up again here tonight. So let's hopefully not get too bad of a restart here. Yeah, it could have been worse. We're good. Elijah Lemon maintains the race lead as Santi Messi does not steal it from him. We're back and rolling here with potentially 2 laps left in the race if we don't get another caution. Elijah Lemon, your race leader. And we're under caution again. No, it's gonna be the never-ending caution fiasco that never ends here tonight. Wow, okay. So Lenora Hathaway gets turned here by the 50 of Taylor Cording. Going through the turn, they just get into each other. The 2 gals wreck to bring out another caution and another attempt at a green-white checkered here tonight. Got to start wondering about fuel mileage if folks are going to start running out of fuel at the end here. Elijah Lemon, your race leader, but pitting out of the lead, Tyler McCarroll and Elijah Lemon both make it down pit road. So they were afraid that they did not have enough fuel in the tank. They forfeit the lead and hand it on over to the number 5 of Santi Messi. Up to third, you have Derek Hipcam right there behind Mitchell Carter. And Dale Bush with Milano Grimm in the top 5. Cade Nunji, Sebastian Galloway Jr. all the way up to the 9th position. They stack them up for the restart. The lights are off on the pace car. We'll get back and rolling here. Santi Messi, your race leader. Does he have enough fuel in the tank? No, he's going to be pitting with the 8, the 15, everyone pulling down pit road. Derek Hipcam is the race leader now, as the pace car will pull off the green flag. Waves again here. Your race leader is Derek Hipcam rolling into the first turn. Dale Bush on the high side. Up into the top 5, it is Sebastian Galloway Jr. Do they have enough fuel in the tank to make it to the finish line is the big question. Derek Hipcam leads the race. Second place, Dale Bush. They just don't need any more cautions here tonight. Cruz with the lead. Cruz to victory, finish this race out. Dale Bush in second, the 98 of Matthew Hill in third, but Sebastian Galloway Jr. making the move. Hipcam, does he have enough fuel? No, he does not. He has to pull down pit road on the last lap here. So now it's down to Dale Bush and Sebastian Galloway Jr. The white flag waves. One more lap to go. Sebastian has worked his way all the way up into second place, right behind Dale Bush at his home track here tonight. He's closing the gap. He's right up there on the back bumper of the 06. Does he have enough fuel in the tank to make it to the finish here today? Does the 06 sputter right at the end as well? Who has this race in the bag? A momentous comeback for Sebastian Galloway Jr. to get even up to second again here tonight. The 06 Peterin. The 95 is going to have a chance here to run it down the front stretch. The 06 is holding off, though. Dale Bush leads the race, and he's going to win it here tonight at Brands Hatch. Sebastian Galloway Jr., bridesmaid once again, keeps running second, finishing second. Dale Busch earns his first win here at Brands Hatch today. Sebastian second, Blake Williams third, Alex Prime in fourth, Elijah Lemon fifth, Tyler McCarroll sixth, Cassie Perkins, Wyatt Vega, Mitchell Carter, Michael Bird, even Derek Hipcamp still brought it home 11th even after pitting on the last lap there. 12th place, Paul Valenzuela. 13th, Montana Holyfield. 14th, Lenora Hathaway. 15th, Taylor Cording. 16th, Santi Messi. 17th, Cade Nunji. 18th, Timothy Buchanan. 19th, Astro Atlas. 20th, Milano Grimm. And the sound of silence as the 06 is coasting with no fuel left in the tank. 95 also coasting without any fuel in the tank. What a weird night, folks. I don't know what else to say about how weird it was, but Dale Busch gets the job done here, holding off a hard-charging Sebastian Galloway Jr. on the last lap as they both run it out of fuel.
Do you have any ignition problem?
Well, believe it or not, that is actually the second win for Dale Busch here in the ARCA Series. Getting it here tonight at Brands Hatch, Indy. Stealing the show right at the end there on a fuel mileage race over Sebastian Galloway Jr., who it just fell apart there at the end for everyone as they were all running out of fuel. So that is the start to the British Speedfest week of racing. We do have Bridge to Cup on Thursday with trucks doubleheader, and Cup on Friday. So thanks again, folks, for tuning in. Sorry this one was such a crapshoot, a wild card, a weird, not normal, bizarre ARCA race. It was an ARCA race after all, but definitely not the standard that I would like to uphold. So apologies once again. Congratulations due in part to Dale Busch getting the job done here in race number 18 of the Sigma ARCA season. And that is a wrap here tonight. Hopefully all have a great week, have a great night, stay safe out there. And until next time, this is Jake.